is pre-Friday, a.k.a. Thursday, June 25th, 2026. I just got reminded right there as I was saying that. I thought, oh, wait, yeah, the new Johnny Knoxville and Friends movie is out tonight, I believe. Maybe tomorrow. I need to buy my tickets. I can't even say the title of the movie. I'll just call it Johnny Knoxville and Friends, all right? Need to buy my tickets for that movie. Prime Day or Prime Days is happening, and, well, I was thinking about it. This is how old I'm getting. I was contemplating the thought, okay, what is the computer doing? Why is this computer messing up? Every single time, it just stops the music beds for whatever reason. I was thinking about getting a new bed frame. Big decision right there. I was looking on Amazon, different bed frames, and then I thought, wait, I have to put that all together. And what if I buy a cheap one? What if I buy a bed frame that just sucks? Jeff, come on in here, dude. I'm talking about bed frames, and you just popped up like a meerkat.
I do that. I'm pretty talented.
That microphone sucks, too. I'm in the Z103 studio. You sound like you're muffled.
Yeah, do I?
Oh, it sounds overblown, too. Jeez.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's because nobody ever uses this.
Right.
We're going to have to fix that sometime.
Dude, it sounds horrible, man.
Good to know.
Did you have a question for me in here?
I did, but let's talk about bed frames.
I was contemplating on getting a new bed frame for my bed.
I hope that's what it's
no,
for.
for my kitchen. I'm out of it today, Jeff.
Some people do that.
I stayed up too late because I did that stupid thing again where I took a nap on my lunch break yesterday.
You gotta stop doing that.
And then I took a nap after work. I woke up at 7 p.m.
Double naps?
Double nap.
Who does that?
I found out when you're like trying your best to lose weight, your body just goes, hey, we're putting all our energy towards getting rid of this fat that you have.
Well, you're not taking in the same energy you used to be. So your body's adjusting.
Justin from 105 The Hawk, I talked about this yesterday. He got me a whole bunch of free meals that are like 450 calories. Like, they're nothing. They have...
they're a snack.
They're a snack. They have fats, carbs, protein, all healthy amounts. Had one of those last night. All the essentials, all the good macros there. And I wasn't hungry afterwards because I just took another GLP-1 injection.
Yeah.
And so I wasn't hungry afterwards, but... Boy, am I tired today.
Just can't get with it.
I can't. But again, the bed frames. I saw one that I was like, okay, maybe I should spend the $100, but payday doesn't come for another week.
Yes, you are correct.
So I was like, do I just make a big purchase on another credit card and have that be another thing added on to the debt?
Ask yourself, is the bed frame a necessity for this moment in time, or can it wait a week?
I feel like it can wait. Do you think so, or what?
Yeah, probably.
You're standing there staring at me now.
It can probably wait.
This microphone that you're using is awful.
That's really good to know. I can't hear myself in it right now, so...
Try using the other one.
All right, let's switch microphones. Is this one better?
Speaking to it again?
Hello.
Yeah, much better.
Oh, okay, we won't ever use that one again.
That one sucks, dude. Wow. Well, anyway, yeah, it's Peach's Pit Party. It's pre-Friday. I was going to mention something else. Maybe we can talk about it on another break here because I think we need to get to break here. So, fun day so far, Jeff.
Of course it is.
Fun day. It's K-Bear 101, Peach's Pit Party. I'll be back. It's K-Bear 101. I am Peaches.
Hey, I'm FJ.
FJ is here, and FJ, I found a food that is worse than staring your coworker in the eyes and eating a banana.
It's worse than that.
Yeah. Have you ever
I've got to know what it is.
Opened up a yogurt container and saw all that yogurt on the lid itself?
Of course.
So you start licking it like a dog?
Please do not ever come into my office and do that.
I think that microphone's not even on, dude. Okay, what is going on here?
I don't know.
And the music bed just randomly stops after a certain time, too.
Really?
Yeah. It's not until I start another one, then it keeps going.
Oh, good to know.
Hey, switch back to that other mic. I know it sucks, but I can't hear you on that.
Okay, we're back on the bad mic.
Okay. For some reason, I don't know if when that one got moved, it just disconnected or what.
It could have a bad cable.
Yeah, dude, this whole studio sucks, dude. Anyway, yeah, I I was licking up the yogurt in the break room like a dog off the lid.
Who walked in and saw you doing it?
I would say it was Andrea. Andrea walked by, and I turned around real fast. And I bet she thinks I hate her or something. Or I'm afraid of her because
I wish I could have seen that.
I didn't want to have all this yogurt around my mouth going, "Hi, Andrea."
When Jake gets back, I'm going to have him pull up the footage from this. We're going to make a clip out of it, and we're throwing it up online.
There's a whole blooper reel we could make of mistakes that we have made over the course of the past year in this building. Like Jade driving into the side of the building.
I wish I could have seen that.
Me driving into the snow pile that was over here. That no listener can see where I'm pointing at.
But out in the parking lot.
Out in the parking lot, yeah, it was a snowy day, and I stupidly took the turn a little too fast. I didn't have my snow tires on, and my car would not move. So instead, I'm like, all right, aim for the snow pile.
Oh, no.
I drove right into it, and yeah, a little piece of my front bumper came off.
I keep meaning to ask. The other morning, I pulled up at work, and while I was sitting in my car before I came in, I see the squirrel run out and then a bird chasing it and like pecking at its tail. And the bird literally chased the squirrel into the road. Like it was trying to make that squirrel commit squirrel suicide.
Let's squirrel aside.
It was like a 3-minute thing and I could not stop watching. It was like, what's happening here?
It's like a weird version of Tom and Jerry.
It really was like it was, but
like Looney Tunes. Yeah,
the Roadrunner was the aggressor in this.
Yeah.
Okay. It was really entertaining. I keep hoping it happens again.
I was going to try to use that as a segue for this next song, "Bones for the Crows" from Nickelback. Was it a crow?
No, it was a magpie.
Okay, well, squirrel for the magpie, I guess.
That works.
All right. It's Peach's Pit Party on K-Bear 101. I got FJ, a.k.a. Jeff, here in the studio on the worst microphone possible. I'm in the Z103 studio because I do afternoons on the Top 40 station as well. I feel like I'm syndicated.
You kind of are.
Boy, I turned the wrong mic on.
You're a popular guy these days.
Jeez, that mic sucks, dude. Wow.
I'm going to have to listen to this later.
Make sure to find the Peach's Pit Party On Demand podcast, wherever you get your podcasts. Yesterday, I just was doing the show and realized, hey, I'm not recording this for the on-demand version. So
nice.
Yesterday's episode was like traditional radio where it was just
on the radio.
On the radio. And that's it.
Hey, if you want to listen to me on the weekends, that's the only way you're going to get it right now.
There's no Jeff Show on demand?
Not yet. I keep forgetting to record that.
You got to record it, dude. Or you can just, it's a slow process. You could take each individual break out of there, save it into your public folder, then make a Jeff Show session.
I think next week I'll just record it and do it that way. That sounds way easier than cause I have done that miserable process with some things, and I don't want to do that.
Yeah, weekends on K-Bear, you can hear Jeff is it 3 to 8?
3 to 8, Saturday and Sunday.
My old slut.
Yes.
I'm so glad I no longer have to do weekends. I am beyond thankful.
Hey, somebody had to do it, and who better than me?
I'm doing 2 shows a day, every day.
And you're doing
every weekday.
Great.
So for people who are both fans of Z103 and K-Bear,
they get all the pizzas they can handle.
They're going to be hearing the same breaks, just delivered differently.
Beautiful.
See, it's going to be the same stuff. Like yesterday, I talked about that one guy who used a massage gun on his eyeballs for some reason.
That sounds like the worst idea ever.
He was tired, so he's like, "Let me wake myself up." And he had bruised retinas or bruised corneas?
Something
That
like that sounds like a terrible idea.
I'm not a doctor, so I mean, he had injured eyes.
Like I like to tell people, you just can't fix stupid.
Yeah, you can't. Survival of the fittest.
Yeah,
Darwinism.
That guy is not going to make it very far in life if massaging his eyeballs is a great idea to him.
We were talking off the air about the concerts coming to the area, and I pulled up our concert calendar because you just told me that you just recently got into Boundaries.
Oh.
And their last album, Death is a Little More, is one of the best albums out there. It was one of the best albums of 2025.
They're so good.
And they just opened up for August Burns Red and the Amity Affliction, which would have been a great concert to go to.
That would have been fantastic.
But then I'm like, wait, aren't they still coming back to Salt Lake City? And then I found out November 2nd, they're going to be here with Knocked Loose, Denzel Curry, Super Heaven, and of course, Boundaries. The Union,
That show is going to be insane.
where both me and you saw Bill Murray.
Ooh, that was a good show.
That was a fun time, man.
Best show of the year.
No, the best show of the year for me had to be Bad Omens, Beartooth, and President.
That was a great show.
Oh, you were there for that one too? I completely forgot.
I was.
I'm so sorry.
Fantastic show.
Oh, man. The worst part about it was trying to get the wristbands to go to the floor, trying to find the right worker.
I that was the easy part for me. I just walked in and they gave them to me. Somebody told me which
good
door
for
to go
you.
to.
Oh, yeah, that was me. Yeah.
Yes, you did. After you'd already figured
Dude,
it out.
I saw the picture of me from that show. I was close to 400 pounds.
You're slimming down.
I'm hoping I am. I saw the picture we have for the Meet the Team on the Riverbend website. Dude, I look like Humpty Dumpty. I look like you ever see SpongeBob's parents?
Yeah.
You ever see Mrs. Puff?
I think they need to do some good glamour shots for us on that.
Dude, well, there's some editing involved in that picture. Like, my eyes look a whole lot more blue. Like, I was comparing that picture to this picture that I just took on top of the mountain.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, dude, I look so much better. And that's not even close to, I'm not even close to my goal yet.
Have them put that picture on there.
Just me and so my friend Brian lives in the rich neighborhood up on the hill. And so I'll park right outside his house. And I'll just walk around his neighborhood.
Why not?
And I can see right through his windows.
He should start closing his blinds.
Yeah, no kidding. Because I don't want
Brian, close your blinds.
You know Brian. I forgot about that. Yeah, maybe we should. Maybe I should take you up there. We both go for a walk, and then we both have these binoculars just staring into Brian's house.
Only if we're eating yogurt and staring into his window.
K-Bear 101, Idaho's only rock station. Shout out to FJ for joining the show during that first part. I forgot exactly what he came in here for. Oh yeah, he needed help with some software issues he was having in the Cannonball 101 studio. It's not just the Z103 studio that has problems. It's every studio here in the building. At least for right now, the AC is working in here. All right, knocking on wood. Anyway, I came across this thread here. What's the craziest thing you've seen someone do on a plane? And I thought I was going to get some very obvious, unhinged answers, but people actually took this seriously. Now, obviously, I'm not going to ask this to teach their own, because people are going to make some terrible jokes that I'll have to delete and all of that. But anyway, what's the craziest thing you've seen someone do on a plane? A person sits down, falls asleep before we even taxi out, sleeps without any movement for the whole 11.5-hour flight. Even then, has to be woken up by the staff once the plane lands. It was this small lady in the front row of the economy class. Good for you. I myself, I can't sleep sitting up. I just can't. I'm such. Am I a picky sleeper? I need to be laying down in my favorite position. I need to have all the lights off. I need the room to be like 60 degrees. I need to have all the fans on me. I need to have it be dead quiet. Then I will fall asleep in like 30 minutes. What's the craziest thing you've seen someone do on a plane? A woman had a proper panic attack about flying. The cabin crew moved her to the front 2 seats from me. They couldn't calm her down, so they asked if anyone on the plane could help. A man stood up and said he was a hypnotist, so they sat him next to me and he tried to put her in a trance. I sat there for an hour next to a man continuously whispering into the ear of a sobbing woman. It was very odd. See, I would just be a complete and utter jerk, and whatever he was saying, I would say the opposite. Like, I would just start saying some crazy stuff just to throw her off. Just to mess with her. Just start doing the drowning pool intro. Let the bodies hit the floor. And anyway, here's Papa Roach. See you in hell on K-Bear 101. NFL players are noticing that the grass fields installed at stadiums for the World Cup games seems to be holding up, and they're wondering why it can't be that way all the time. San Francisco 49ers tight end George Kittle said if you can put grass in MetLife and in SoFi, I think you could do that year-round if you really gave a crap. Kittle added that playing every NFL game on grass would be relatively inexpensive compared to the amount of money the league makes. Why not just spend a couple extra $1 million, which we know they all have, to just grass all the fields? Doesn't seem that difficult. A piece of recent baseball history is going up for bids next month. The jersey Aaron Judge wore during the New York Yankees debut on August 13th, 2016 will be auctioned off as part of Sotheby's Summer Sports Marquee Auction. The auction house has a pre-sale estimate of $3 million to $5 million for the jersey. Bidding runs from July 1st to July 20th. Again, imagine spending that much money. I'll buy his game-worn shirt, his jersey, for $5 million. I want his sweat still on that thing. The NHL wants to get a stronger foothold in the state of Texas. The league has entered a term sheet agreement with Houston billionaire Dan Friedkin to explore bringing a franchise to either Austin or Houston. And even though the NHL is considered the fourth major sport in the U.S., it's not cheap to get into the league. The price for the franchise is $3.5 billion, which covers the expansion fee and the cost of building a new arena. That does it for your Shot Clock Sports Update right here on K-Barrel 101. This goes to show how gross New York is. Back in February, mass transit public officials in New York City inspected 32 public johns, found that basic quote-unquote luxuries like toilet seats, soap, and locks that actually work were mostly missing in the subway system. That embarrassing report spurred action, and today there are toilet seats in city bathrooms, in city subway bathroom stalls. The person said, "I'm pleased that New York City Transit agreed with our recommendations and is taking steps that will make these bathrooms easier to locate and more comfortable to use." This MTA Inspector General, Daniel Court. Imagine that. You're the MTA Inspector General. You're like, yeah, we need toilet seats. He went on to state the obvious. Small fixes like adding toilet seats can make a big difference in comfort and hygiene for riders. Oh, Daniel Court seemed pleased that New York City Transit kept its promise to get things fixed up down there. And moving forward, transit officials said they sent instructions to their cleaners to improve bathroom upkeep. We'll see how that goes. I feel bad for those cleaners, man. They don't get paid enough. That's for sure. Jeez, New York City, what a dump. Here's Ice Nine Kills, Twisting the Knife. Hey, so we're still giving away tickets to go see Theory of a Deadman and Sevendust live at the Mountain America Center on September 23rd. All you have to listen out for are back-to-back tracks from either one of those bands and Be Color 20, and then there you go. Tickets to go to the show. It also helps to have the K-Barrel 101 app on your phone, so that way anytime we launch a new concert ticket giveaway or any giveaway overall, we'll send you a push notification that tells you, hey, we're giving away this. Maybe you should tune in and listen extra carefully to try to win these things. We had loyal listener Mike. Oh, the music bed is doing that thing again. For some reason, just stops randomly. We had loyal listener Mike win the No Beach Beach Bash with Juice City Vapor. He won the beach getaway package, and then he also just won tickets for Theory of a Deadman and Sevendust. Not bad for just listening to the radio. Listening to us specifically, listening to K-Barrel 101. Download the app. Never miss a minute or never miss a single giveaway that we do around here. All right, we just talked about how dumpy New York City is, that they just recently installed toilet seats again in the New York City subways. Now, let's move over to Oakland, California, huh? One of the weirdest good news, bad news stories today. Car break-ins in Oakland are down nearly 40%. Awesome. Unless you own an auto glass shop. Some windshield and window repair businesses say replacing smashed out windows used to be a huge part of their business. Now that break-ins have dropped, so has a big chunk of their income. Talk about the ultimate business dilemma. Business is down. People stopped committing crimes. The owners interviewed basically saying that they're happy the city is getting safer, but they've had to adapt by focusing more on things like cracked windshields from rocks instead of broken windows from thieves. Now imagine this. They hire a team of people who go out at night and just start breaking people's windshields again. Kind of like that one guy that goes out into the neighborhood, shoots his gun in the air to keep rent down. They just start sending out those agents, those window breakers, to really help their business. Oh, how did that happen? Oh, well, I'm sure Oakland doesn't have any cameras. I don't think Oakland really cares. It just, crime happens there. I mean, I'm glad it's down, but I think the reason why it's down is because the Olympics are coming sooner rather than later, and they're trying their best to clean up the worst parts of California. Oakland is definitely one of the worst cities out there. Sorry, not sorry. All right. There's the Golden State Warriors. They won out. The Oakland A's left. It's just terrible over there. All right. Enough of me ragging on Oakland. Let's just play some Sublime Until the Sun Explodes on K-Bear 101. Imagine being the loudest person on Earth. There's a new Guinness World Record holder for the loudest shout on Earth. This Australian town crier just belted out the word now at 122.4 decibels. For comparison, that's about as loud as a chainsaw or a jet taking off nearby. Could you, how do you find out you can do this? Do you just yell one day and people are like, whoa, dude, you got to try for the world record? Or what? I want to know how loud my shout is if I were to stand outside and just scream something and we have someone measuring nearby. Will I even come close? I feel like maybe I could get to 70 decibels, 122. I mean, a jet taking off, dude. That's insane. And what's funny is that this guy beat the previous record holder that was a teacher, a Northern Ireland school teacher, Annalisa Flanagan. She set the record back in 1994, 121.7 decibels. She had yelled an ear-piercing quiet, is what it says here. The record attempt was not something this guy trained for, he said. There's no way you can actually practice for it. You just have to keep it for the day. Oh, so he just yelled and that was it? Okay, well. Yeah, maybe we should have a contest. Who could yell louder, me or Victor? We need to get that measuring device. maybe we'll see who's the loudest here in the building. I feel like, that'd be tough. I feel like when Jay gets loud, he can be very loud. The top three, easily, me, Jade, and Victor. Hands down. There's nobody in this building who could be louder. That's not something to be proud of, by the way. Peach's Pit Party right here on K-Bear 101. The job market has a funny way of making people rethink everything. I was reading about a 45-year-old woman who spent more than a year looking for another corporate job after being laid off. Eventually, she decided, you know what? I'm done. And enrolled in nursing school to start a completely different career. I think there's something to be said for that. Sometimes your next opportunity isn't another version of your old job. It's something completely different. Now, if you're not looking to completely reinvent your career, but you're looking for a new opportunity, this week's Hire East Idaho Job of the Week might be exactly what you're after. Vern's Radio Shack Electronics Store in Idaho Falls is looking for a friendly, dependable sales associate if you enjoy technology, electronics, helping people find the right solutions. This could be a great fit. Apply today through the newly redesigned HireEastIdaho.com, and while you're there, check out hundreds of other openings from local employers all across East Idaho. Hire East Idaho, connecting people with opportunity. All righty, I can't wait to hear how bad that microphone is again.
Jeez. It is so good. Dude. You showed it to me, and it is really bad.
Jade's up on the mountain, or he's been up on the mountain all day today.
Yeah.
And I'm sure the last thing he wants to do is tinker with the microphone. But
it's probably going to be another week and a half before that happens. Maybe after the 4th of July.
That poor guy doing everything.
He's a busy man.
Oh, for sure. For sure. Well, at the beginning part of the show, we were talking about yogurt and how it's awkward to make eye contact when you're licking the yogurt off the lid of the container.
Yes, it is.
And I just so happened to come across this article. This UK professor says smearing yogurt on your windows can cool your home.
I'm not going to try that.
Oh, come on, Jeff. Come on.
It's hot enough out here. I feel like that would make the worst smell ever. Somebody walking by is going to be like, what is that terrible stench radiating out of Peach's apartment? Oh, he put yogurt on his windows and now it's spoiled.
You know how in the UK they're like, oh, I can't do a British accent. Can you do one?
Not very well.
They go, oh, it's getting hotter. I can't do it.
They don't. Well, and they've got it easy. It doesn't get that hot over there.
No, but they're acting like they're dying, dude. Like they're like, this heat wave is killing us, and it's like 70 degrees.
Maybe that's why they can get away with it, because it's not hitting temperatures over there like it does here. If you throw yogurt on your windows on a 90-degree day here,
it says to put it on the outside of the windows.
Yeah, that's
not the inside.
It's good. It's not going to help either way. If it was inside, it would make your house smell. Outside, your whole neighborhood's just going to smell like rotten yogurt.
But Jeff, it can lower the temperature by up to 6.3 degrees Fahrenheit.
So can getting an air conditioner.
I mean, it's much cheaper just to get that big tub of Greek yogurt and then go outside your apartment.
Does it say how long you're supposed to leave the Greek yogurt on your windows for?
Let's see here. Worried about the smell? Robert says that faded as soon as the yogurt had dried, which took less than a minute. He did not, however, address whether the application of yogurt on the windows attracted more bugs. And also, like, what happens if you live on the third floor and you have to get one of those giant rolly things and just roll it on the outside of your window?
Clearly, this guy tried it. That's the worst part of this.
Is it more awkward to make eye contact with someone licking the yogurt off the lid like a dog, or rolling yogurt on the outside of your window going, hey, I'm just cooling my apartment?
It's definitely rolling the yogurt on your apartment.
You just have one of those giant rolling things. Mind your business.
Don't pay attention to what's going on here, and don't mind the smell.
Do you go for full fat or fat free? Oh, wait, no, it says right here. Robert says they used Greek yogurt with a fat percentage of about 10%.
So not fat-free, just low-fat.
He didn't add, but it seems logical to add that you'll want to skip the fruit-flavored varieties when doing so.
How could it get worse? Why?
I'm going to find out where you live, Jeff. I'm going to smear yogurt all over your windows.
Leave my windows alone.
In the middle of the night, midnight, I'll just come by. I'll put on my I have a Venom beanie that you can pull over your face that also works as a ski mask. I'm just taking my handful of yogurt out of the tub.
I'm going to make sure the neighborhood kids are sitting out there all night long. Hey, if you guys see a giant out here putting yogurt on my windows, wake me up.
I'm just cooling Jeff's place down. I'm doing him a favor.
I've got an air conditioner. I don't need the yogurt on my windows.
You want it as cold as Costco's dairy section. Come on, Jeff.
It's already that cold.
Oh, good for you. I need to put some outside my windows. My place is terrible. It's like a sauna.
Well, let's go get some yogurt.
Hey, sure. Let's smear it on the outside of my building. It could be that bad, I mean, my building overall, it's an old apartment building.
Maybe it'll just blend in with the exterior.
Sure, it'll blend in with the gunshots heard down the street, or maybe the fireworks. Who knows?
Those are coming from my apartment complex.
Oh, that's when you're shooting at me for smearing yogurt on your windows.
Yes, that will happen.
All right, you know what? I'm going to continue to rag on New York because they deserve it. Talking about subway bathrooms. We talked about it on the show previously, or not that long ago, that they just recently added toilet seats to the subway bathrooms in New York City. And that's considered a luxury. Well, now, mutant sewer rats are spreading through major U.S. cities, including New York City. There goes the music bed again. This machine, dude, this computer system sucks. 5 out of every 6 rodents tested displayed at least one mutation in this particular gene, which has been found to affect how well the poisons work. So they're adapting to the rat poison, and it's no longer affecting them. Wasn't New York the rattiest city in America for the longest time? Then Chicago took that top spot. Man, oh man, do these cities sound horrible. I was trying to figure out more, but this whole article goes on and on and on and on. Wow, they have a whole bucket full of these large brown rats that are just all cuddled up with one another. I'm so glad when I visited New York, I didn't see a single one of them. I did go on the subway, and yeah, it did suck. But, yeah, luckily no rats, man. 29% of all households in Philadelphia have spotted a rat in their home, so they're talking about pretty much every major city over in the New England area is just going on a downward spiral. Thankfully, we're way over here. Here's Wage War Blindfold on Peach's Pit Party. You know how Scottish fans are coming over here specifically to Boston for the World Cup, and they're drinking bars out of beer completely. And there's that one liquor store that was called like Joby Liquor, which in Scottish slang, Joby is like poop or something like that. So these Scottish fans were flocking to that particular liquor store because it was called pretty much poop liquor, and it was just funny. Well, these people coming from these other countries, they're coming to the U.S. for the World Cup. They're refusing mandatory tips at bars and restaurants across the country. They're screaming out, "Don't bully us for tips. Pay your workers better." Mandatory tips also sounds just overall messed up. It's not tipping if it's mandatory. Work through the tip into the price in that case. A mandatory tip is just called a fee. Only the server or bartender loses this battle, though, here in the U.S. So it's like, hey, you're trying to get paid for working, and then you have these people from other countries not wanting to tip you. Man, that would suck. Maybe I should have the iPad that spins around here in the studio or at the window of the studio. If you feel like tipping Peach's Pit Party, 15, 20, or 25%. No, I'm kidding. I'm not going to do that. Anyway, here's Pierce the Veil. So far, so fake. K-Bear 101, it's Peach's Pit Party. K-Bear 101, I was trashing New York City and Oakland, two of the worst cities out there. And I saw this question pop up on Reddit. What is one city in America you're okay with never visiting again? Someone said, I just moved to Jackson, Mississippi, and I'd really rather not be here. Didn't I talk about it yesterday, how bad Mississippi actually is? Any single time you see one of those stat sheets when it comes to crime, car accidents, anything bad, Mississippi is always on top. Someone replied to this guy saying, I'm from there, you should have been warned. Who willingly moves to Jackson, Mississippi? Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri. I experienced a blizzard, a tornado, and got a sunburn all within like 7 days. Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri. What's the population of that place? Let me see here. Oh, it's an army installation. Got it. Okay. Duh. Should have known that. Shreveport, Louisiana. Seeing scores of elderly people smoking cigarettes while on oxygen machines playing slots is seared into my brain forever. That sounds like Las Vegas. Bakersfield, California. One of my good friends, Rob, lived in Bakersfield. He did radio there for a few years. Now he lives in Spokane, moved up there to be a news anchor. I'll have to ask him, hey, dude, what do you honestly think of Bakersfield, California? He met his wife there, so I guess love does exist in Bakersfield. Gross. Going to Southeast Texas for today's What the Headline. An 18-wheeler just carrying hundreds of beehives overturned and released an estimated 24 million honeybees into a neighborhood. The crash happened earlier this week in Orange County near the Louisiana border when the truck lost control, flipped into a ditch, rupturing more than 400 hives. Each hive had between 60 and 80,000 bees. Now, authorities quickly told nearby residents to stay indoors, seal their homes. Massive swarms of agitated bees filled the air. Emergency crews teamed up with local beekeepers using protective suits to contain the bees, begin clearing the scene. Officials have not yet said how the driver is doing or how many people have been stunned. Beekeepers are now working to recover as many colonies as possible after the chaotic scene. Not the bees. Where's that sound clip? Oh, do I have to open up Victor's soundboard and all of that? Do I really want to do that for this joke? I should have had it prepared. Oh, here it is. And there's the bee sound, and then we can play the... Oh, no, not the bees! Not the bees! Ah! I love my eyes! Eyes! Ah! There we go. That is today's What the Headline right here on K-Bear 101. Peach's Pit Party right here on K-Bear 101. I love how there's this just dumb headline. Mick Jagger wouldn't mind a biopic. Neither would I. I mean, what's so special about that? Mick Jagger seems intrigued by the Rolling Stones getting the same biopic treatment that the Beatles are receiving. I'm just thinking he's jealous, dude. Who's going to play Mick Jagger in a movie? Who's? I'm trying to think of who's. Of course, the music bed randomly stops again. You know what? Let me ask AI. People are going to hate me doing this. I'm using ChatGPT. Who could play Mick Jagger in a live-action Rolling Stones biopic? I don't think I need to put live action in there. You know the guy that played Roderick from Diary of a Wimpy Kid? I feel like he'd be a good choice. Austin Butler. That's what AI just gave me. Nah. Harris Dickinson. Who's that guy? He is an English actor, writer, and director that is 30 years old. He first gained major attention for his breakout performance in Beach Rats and has since become one of the most prominent actors of his generation. What are you talking about? Triangle of Sadness. Oh, is he? He was in the Iron Claw. Okay. Joe Keery. Okay, that could be a good choice. Oh, geez. Barry Keoghan. If you've never seen Barry Keoghan, he looks like he could be related to Ellen DeGeneres. Callum Turner. Who's that? I'm trying to figure out who that guy is. What's pretty funny is if you were ever curious, you could go to ChatGPT or go to r/doppelganger on Reddit and try seeing what either of those things will tell you could play you in a movie about yourself. It's quite funny. Here's Memphis May Fire, Make Believe. All right, let's sort of wrap up the show here talking about this. It was posted in r/food questions. What is a food you buy regularly at the supermarket that you think you may be the only person buying it? I know my answer. Sardines. I mean, I haven't eaten those in a while, but I still have those tins in my cupboard. Maybe I should have those as a snack for when I get home. Just make my place reek even more so. You're like, Peaches, what? Your place already smells bad? Dude, I've been trying to make that place smell good. This makes me sound like such a pig. I've been trying to make this apartment smell good for the longest time. I open the windows. I have the wallflower plugins. Sometimes I think just leaving the dishes in the sink, that and my constant hard boiling of eggs makes the place smell not the best. So, maybe opening up a can of sardines isn't going to help that. But what is a food you buy regularly at the supermarket that you think you might be the only person buying it? The top answer, chicken in a biscuit crackers. Those things are amazing. You put some sardines on those. I haven't had crackers in quite a long time. The only carbs I have are rice and potatoes. That's it. This diet has been extremely strict. Tins of smoked oysters. And then someone replied to this person saying, don't let all these sardine soccer moms know about smoked oysters. They've already driven up the cost of sardines. I guess I'm a sardine soccer mom. Smoked oysters, those tins, I bet that smells awful. I can't even... Braunschweiger? That one snack that I can guarantee nobody in my house will get into and leave me only crumbs. My wife calls it your meat paste. I don't even want to ask any questions about this. Canned jackfruit. Pretty much any canned, smelly meat is what I'm guessing here. I use it as a meat substitute in tacos, and the looks I get at the checkout from people clearly trying to figure out what it is never gets old. Canned jackfruit. All right, well, to peach their own, I guess.
Thanks for listening to Peach's Pit Party, the podcast. If you enjoyed the show, please share, subscribe, and rate the podcast. Peach's Pit Party is hosted by me, Peaches, a.k.a. Brendan Peach, and is a production of Riverbend Media Group. For more information or to contact the show, visit riverbendmediagroup.com. Until next time, Peach out.